approach. I mean, sometimes we take a hard bite. It helps us as politicians.
Nowadays, when I listen to you, I even panic.
Why?
Maybe, hey,
Why do you panic?
the way you, Papa, you know Papa.
Figuratively, he bites as hard as he can.
Okay.
And of course, when he puts his fangs into you, you certainly feel it. I think it pretty
Watch Johnnie's bite.
Bismillahir Rahman Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup runneth over, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. It's Monday. Welcome to Johnnie's Bite. Let's begin on a traffic note. I've seen that some of the traffic lights that went dead unceremoniously caused a lot of traffic and discomfort have come back. But there's this particular one behind the Flagstaff House. This is on the main Nima Highway. And you can loop it so that we can get a sense of pause it. So this is on the main Nima Highway behind the Flagstaff House. This is a major road, and the children are about to return to school. And this does not look good at all, because when you see the children trying to cross the street in the morning, it is not a pleasant sight to behold at all. And it is a very, very dangerous enterprise to engage in the mornings. So I want to make a passionate appeal to whoever has the job to fix these traffic lights, to fix them, because it is no longer funny at all. This is a major road. Behind the Jubilee House, it's a major traffic. So you're hitting the Nima Highway. You know, it's not funny at all. And then, please, while our Minister for Youth and Sports is busy telling us that he has won awards as the best African sports minister, etc., the people who played in the All Africa Games, they are calling. Come to me. The people who played in the All Africa Games are calling. They are begging that you should pay them. They said now, when they call you, you don't even pick their calls. We were here and happy and talking about how many gold medals, how many silver medals, how many bronze medals we have won, even though we didn't start right, even though we didn't give them the requisite equipment that they needed, the care. We put them in a pickup bucket. We gave them oversized and undersized boots and jerseys and everything else. They still did their best and brought glory and honor to Ghana. They still did their best and brought glory and honor to Ghana. Here we are now. They have finished their games, and you are not paying them, and you are not picking their calls. Same thing was what you did to the supporters who masked up and went there, and they were told that, oh, something good will come out of their situation. Same thing. So please, pick up their calls. Pay them their monies. Pick up their calls and pay them their monies. The Black Stars are not the only sports group in this country where they come, they cough, and the whole nation catches a cold. No. They sneeze and the whole nation catches a cold. No. Please pay them their monies. And yesterday we had the funeral of a great colossus within the sports fraternity, the late J. and all the greats you can think about, Brahma, Zuma Nelson. Everybody was there. He has paid his dues and is gone. He lived full and died empty. And people should be able to go home like that, smiling and happy and excited. So please pay them their monies. They brought glory and honor to Ghana. They brought prestige and all the adulation to Ghana. Pay them their monies, please. Pay them their monies. Now, there's something that struck me last week. SSNIT. Put a notice up. SSNIT's response to what's happening. Put it up. There's a rejoinder by SSNIT, and I'll read it to you. It's dated the 26th of April. Put it up. We, the management of the Social Security and National Insurance Trust SSNIT respond to recent posts circulating on my Joy Online and other media outlets suggesting that SSNIT will be unable to pay benefits by 2036 as a result of depletion in reserves. SSNIT wishes to express the following. 1. The SSNIT scheme presently receives contributions and has enough funds to pay accruing benefits due members. 2. The SSNIT pension scheme, as set up by Act 766, is a partially funded scheme, and that pension payments are funded from contributions and returns from investments. 3. That pension payments are not funded by reserves. 4. There has been steady growth in contributions. This growth is well supported by the current demographics and the dedicated activities of our staff in getting new employers and contributors to join the scheme. 5. That investment income has been healthy and would offset any unexpected deficits that may arise. 6. The government is current in the payment of contributions on behalf of its workers. Modalities are in place to service the outstanding contributions. 7. The trust has never missed any pension payments since 1991 when the pension scheme was introduced. The trust therefore assures all members and the public that it will continue to ensure prudent management of the fund to meet its benefits, payments, obligations beyond 2036. As we approach May Day, we wish all pensioners and workers in Ghana a happy May Day. May God continue to bless us all. SSNIT, we deliver on our promise. This is what SSNIT wrote. Keep it there. The ILO's actuarial report that they did, which they published, which has shocked the whole Ghana, should not have come, put a notice up, should not have come from the ILO to Ghana. SSNIT should have been proactive to have told us that this is their real situation. Because SSNIT is mandatory. It is grounded in law. And if you don't pay your SSNIT contributions and you are an employer and you don't pay, that Saturday court will make you hot. SSNIT Saturday court. It will make you hot. The ILO has brought out a report with data, backed by data and facts. Come to me. They have brought a report backed by data and facts. All that SSNIT has written is just English. No data, no facts. They say by 2036, they will not be able to even run administratively and also to pay for members' contributions when they are going home. Their benefits when they are going home. And all that SSNIT does is to write English to explain without the data. And they forget that we are members of the scheme. All that SSNIT has written is just English. There is no data to back it. And you see, put a notice up there. You see how they dodged the reserve matter? They dodged it. Put the SSNIT thing up, please. They dodged the reserve matter. They dodged it nicely. So this morning, I want to ask SSNIT, are we safe? Because 2 weeks ago, I read the Ejapadia report. SSNIT, EcoBank, in that report, how somebody was going to be swapped, or Safomafo's son was going to come and swap with Dr. Tinkrang. The things that were in that report are playing out. Has SSNIT also been captured? So that those of us who have been contributing to SSNIT, people have contributed to SSNIT for 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. Should they be disturbed? Should they be worried that by 2036, the year that some people will also go on retirement, there will be nothing in the coffers to give to them? And how do they survive in a country such as Ghana where there are no unemployment benefits, your bus system is whack, your train system is whack, your transport system is totally whack, your health system is waka waka. And all your minister for education can think about is to paint schools blue and white. and to change uniforms that were changed about just 5 years ago. SSNIT. And who is watching over SSNIT? Is it the same SSNIT that spent $72 million to buy a software? Is it the same SSNIT? Come to me. Is SSNIT behaving in this manner because they, unlike other insurance companies and investment companies that go from office to office begging people, enticing people with all manner of offers, SSNIT doesn't have to go through that stress? When you see some of these insurance brokers come to your office to sell life policy to you, the things that they tell you and the benefits and the explanation and the stress, they go and come sometimes 15 times before one person signs a policy. 15 times. As for SSNIT, the money is there. It's deducted at source or from source and given to them. And what has been the nature of the investment that they have used our monies for? When you enter SSNIT, you will think that SSNIT are the last beneficiaries of what we contribute. They look well. Their offices look good. They are enjoying. People are happy to work there. The people who contribute and the members of SSNIT who contribute to make sure that you are comfortable. Social security. Where is the security? It has to be national in character. Which is it? Insurance and trustworthy. People don't trust you anymore. And you find that deductions that are done for people on the SSNIT scheme, right? And deductions that people on their own volition put, monies that they contribute for their tier 3 pension with private people, actually are much more heavier and weightier than what they put in their SSNIT. Yes. Because they have more hope and trust in the private sector than they do in the public sector. Because we are toying with the public sector. Who do we put at SSNIT? And what is their expertise and experience? And the labor unions are all watching. The labor unions, everybody is watching. CSOs, everybody is watching. SSNIT just wrote English. No data. They just wrote English, no data. ILO brought you English and data with facts and figures. You see the difference? And your life, your future is being dangled in front of you like that, swinging like a pendulum before you. Swinging like a pendulum before you. It's a shame that our SSNIT had to get to this point. And ask yourself, has SSNIT been captured too? Our money safe? The monies that we have kept for our future, are they safe? Or somebody is dipping their hand into our money that we don't know? SSNIT has to bring further and better particulars than this one-pager English that they have written. Oh. This one-pager level 200 press release, no. Bring proper, come organize proper meeting with the members of SSNIT and tell them what the reality is on the ground. The era of just dismissing things is gone. Oh. It's gone. The era of dismissing things, they say, government has, corruption has cost us 9 million. Say, it is a lie. But we won't tell you how much it has cost us or whether there's corruption at all, there's no corruption. Those days, they are far gone. So SSNIT, boss, Mr. Osafo Jr., step forward and account for your stewardship. At least you have been there as deputy before Mr. Addo left and before Mr. Tinkran was chased out. Step forward. The report from ILO doesn't look good on us. And a lot of workers are worried. So please step forward. This is not a joke matter. This is not a partisan issue. This is a national issue. These are people's livelihoods. 6 months after the MEPE flood, VRA flood, whatever it is, people are still sleeping in tents. It's a national conversation. So this SSNIT matter is a national issue. We cannot sweep it under the carpet. And we cannot take your word for it until we see the data and the books. Because we are members. We are not just mere contributors. We are members. If we don't contribute, you take us to court on Saturday and deal with us. There are many private business people that I know who have had the misfortune of having either paying fines or whatever it is, even though their businesses were crumbling and crashing down. Same SSNIT. So we are holding you by the same rules and principles. SSNIT. Now, over the weekend, I also saw a video. Take me to Ejuso. Take me. Play.
It is with grave concern that we bring to light the nefarious schemes concocted by the NPP in their bid to manipulate Tuesday's by-election. Among the diabolic plans orchestrated by the NPP are as follows. 1. Ballot box stuffing, a blatant attempt to undermine the integrity of the electoral process. 2. Allegations of bribing Electoral Commission officials to compromise on voting day, a despicable act that strikes at the heart of democracy. 3. Utilization of military personnel to intimidate strongholds of Honorable Kwabena Owusu Aduomi, a clear abuse of power aimed at suppressing the will of the people. 4. Deployment of police officers from different regions to seize control of ballot boxes, a flagrant violation of electoral norms. 5. Threats of power outages during vote counting, a cowardly tactics to sow confusion and undermine transparency. We issue a stern warning to the NPP that we will fiercely defend our ballots with every fiber of our being. Despite the desperate attempts to subvert the democratic process, Ejuso will stand firm and resolute on Tuesday. It is with grave concern that we bring to light the nefarious schemes concocted by the NPP in their bid to manipulate Tuesday's by-election. Among the diabolic plans orchestrated by the NPP are as follows. 1. Ballot box stuffing, a blatant attempt to undermine the integrity of the electoral process. 2. Allegations of bribing Electoral Commission officials to compromise on voting day, a despicable act that strikes at the heart of democracy. 3. Utilization of military personnel to intimidate strongholds of Honorable Kwabena Owusu Aduomi, a clear abuse of power aimed at suppressing the will of the people.
So this is a very comprehensive list. And when I listened to the gentleman, I said, wow. So how did he get to know all this? Amid all the Electoral Commission, we have known MPP people at the Electoral Commission, TESCOM patrons and the rest at Electoral Commission, BVD machines getting missing, and we not knowing about it until the opposition raises the question. EC say, oh, it's a lie. And then they later come and admit that, oh, it is true. We have reported to the police. And now we are being told by money that, oh, our BVD machines are being sneaked out and they are being given off, you know, and you think of all these things. And then you see somebody come with this comprehensive list. Strikes through security, strikes through power outages, strikes through ballot box stashing, strike to compromise the electoral officers, strike to this, strike to that, intimidation, bribery, and everything else. And you ask yourself, has this always been the template and the strategy and the plan? Because, you know, before the MPP presidential primaries or during the MPP presidential primaries, in the run-up to that big contest, you remember Wuntumi's team and Kennedy Japan's team, Wuntumi was doing that on behalf of Dr. Baumia. Wuntumi's team and Kennedy Japan's team, they went at each other. They even mentioned that state resources had been shared. State resources had been given to Chairman Wuntumi, 20% of certain money that was supposed to be for the 1 million per constituency. 20% of each constituency's money was given to Chairman Wuntumi for development of the party. This is a serious matter. The party is not the only one, the only party in the country. The $1 million is for the constituency. Then the money gets to the constituency. They take 20% of it, 20 million of the 1 million. to give to the party. One party, to say strengthen the party. So publicly we tell the people it is 1 million one constituent. That is why a lot of constituencies have never seen or never smelt the money. Now there's somebody giving us a comprehensive list of how things will be done. And the police has not invited him to come and prove and tell us, because we are going into the elections. We are hearing we won't hand over power to this, we won't do this, we are kita 2 million lot coming. You know, all those comments that have been made. The Electoral Commission is still assuring us, but their actions are telling us a different story. And then somebody comes to give a comprehensive list. Security kakra, party kakra, contribution kakra, this kakra, intimidation kakra, ballot box touch kakra, light off kakra. They came to give us a whole list, comprehensive. And the question is, has this always been the strategy, the priority? Has this always been how things have played out and we didn't know as citizens? And are they complaining now because the odds were against them? And you know, the president has developed a certain penchant. He goes to SSNIT, he goes to say something. He goes to Formina, he goes to say something about his own candidates who are leaving the party to go and contest independent. Then when they win, he shamefully comes back to work with them after he has said that he cannot work with them. So he's working with Honorable Isiama as Deputy Speaker of Parliament. He's working with Joe Sewusu as Deputy Speaker of Parliament. He's working with all those people that he said that if you continue to vote for them, I cannot work with them. But he's working with them. But of paramount interest to me is how the gentleman enumerated 6 points that this is how things were going to go south. And the police, the national security, the peace council, everybody, quiet. When the things happen and people react, they will write useless statements and put out there. Very useless statements. The gentleman knows what he's saying. He listed 6 different things and how they were going to play out. Did they play out? I don't know. But then he puts them out there. Anybody who has their head properly screwed on will be worried and will be asking questions. And they can invite him and ask him, oh, so how did you come by these innovative ideas? How long have you known that these things have been going on? And why haven't you said it until now? Ask him questions, basic questions. But no, they won't ask him any questions. If 6'2" Don Ulu says it, they will ask him questions. If George, Nation Prophet, says it, they will ask him questions. If Michael Obodu says it, they will ask him questions. If Roland Walker attempts it, they will ask him questions. If Johnnie Hughes does it, they're boy. But if from within they do it, everything is okay. What kind of a country are we running? Good morning. Please call me 055 9